Hi everybody, welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. I thought today I would share with you the few items that I am being asked over and over and over again. So if you're interested, I'd love to have you stick around. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you leave a comment. Let me know if this is your first time here, second time here. Give me a thumbs up, and thank you to all of my regular subscribers. It's kind of slow. July, I'm finding, is, for me, I'm sure everybody else is booming on their channel, but it's a little bit slow for me. So I'm trying to do some videos that, you know, either it's a request from a subscriber or I'm just getting, like I said, questions over and over and over about my supplies that I use. I do not always put the supplies or where I buy them in my description. This video I will. I've done a little bit of research. I've been sitting here and making sure I have all the right information that I can tell you. Then I will put everything in the description. I'm not one, I'm a great one to support and to promote other YouTube creators out there, and I will do that to my heart's content. As far as promoting companies or different items I use, I just really, I don't do that. Everybody has their own, you know, I like this tape over this tape, I like this glue over this glue, and I just don't like promoting one thing over another. I will always promote the Scotch Advanced Tape Glider, because this is my workhorse and I use this for my scrapbooking. And this is the one that has the large double-sided reels in here, double-sided tape reels. And I couldn't live without this. So this is really the only thing, and my paper, that I will promote. And I'm going to tell you where I get, because I'm being asked all the time, where I get my double-sided tape. The first thing I'm going to show you, because I've been using more and more stickers, and I apologize for the glare from my lights on the packaging here. But all of these, I do not purchase from Alibaba, I do not purchase from Temu, and I do not purchase, there's one other company I won't purchase from. These stickers I purchased from a company that they have wonderful stickers, but I will say I don't know if I would purchase from them again. The first time around, I placed a very, very large order, and there was items missing. They substituted colors, different things, and I had a dickens of a time getting them to send me actually what I ordered and to correct my order. And I had to plead my case. I had to write numerous emails that they didn't return. Then they sent me a letter, and I had to take photos of everything that I did receive. It was a mess. So I will tell you where I got these. I learned about this company from a gal on YouTube, and she's a great one to watch, and her channel is Nina Rabina, Ninaribena, and Nina does a lot of crafting with Daphne's Diary. She does, she uses a lot of stickers. She is really fun to watch. And she talked about this one company that she bought all these beautiful stickers from. And that's how I found out about this company. So I know I have had a lot of requests as to where I'm getting all of my fun little stickers. And it's a company called Journal Say. And it is, okay, it is Journalsay. I will put their link in my description below, and you can go through and see everything they have. They do have wonderful stickers, but I just can't deal with companies that doubt my integrity. I have enough stickers from them now, and I think I'm all set. I don't need to order them again. But that is where I get my where I did get my stickers. The other tape, there's two tapes that I'm constantly be asked about. And it's the Sukwang, and this is double-sided tape, and this comes in all different sizes. And it's actually called score tape. And you can either get this on Amazon, or you can also purchase it on Etsy. All right. And like I said, it comes in all different yards. It comes in all different widths. So you can decide when you're on looking, this is made in Korea, what would be best for your project. All right. So this tape I use constantly. All right. Going back over to the advanced tape glider. Behind the scenes, nights and weekends, I've been doing my scrapbooking because I will finish that by year end. And I use this tape. You've seen me use it on different occasions. I've used it in my color collage book. I've used it in my collage art, because if I'm using a magazine image, I never use glue on it because it will crinkle and wrinkle and you'll see the glue line. So I use my double-sided tape. So I use this a lot. Now, there's a company, I did a lot of research on this, and there's a company called Ward and Kennedy. And they are located in Wisconsin. Now, I'm going to put their link in there because I do get asked this a lot by a lot of people. So if you go onto Amazon, I think they sell the tape for, and don't quote me, you're going to have to check for yourself. I don't know if they sell a double-sided, or I mean if they sell 2 to a pack or 1 to a pack. I'm not sure what they do. But I've seen, if you go to Michael's, if you go to Amazon and such, it goes anywhere from $8.50, $8.79 up to $11 for one of these packs. All right. So just looking here, this roll right here on Amazon is $13.97. All right, you get 2 rolls in it. They have a Scotch. They have 2 Scotch rolls. I don't believe it comes packaged. And it's their deal of the day for $8.24, okay? But if you go with the 3M, the Scotch, that actually goes with your roller, and I stick with Scotch only for the fact that I have no problems with it. At Ward and Kennedy, it's $7.29 for a roll, a pack, okay? Sorry about that. You get 6 packs. All right, you get 6 packs per box. And because I use the least amount that you can get is 36 packs. It comes, they sell it by the case, so you're gonna get 72 rolls, and that's gonna last you a long time. I only buy this tape in bulk, so it comes out to like $250, $262, and there's free shipping. All right. So if you are a big fan of the advanced tape glider, and this tape, you know, the tape doesn't go bad. I'm just finishing, I bought a case of tape probably 8, 9 years ago. I'm just finishing using that up. And then I bought this from Ward & Kennedy. This was a year ago, and I haven't even broken into this yet. Because I'm finishing up the other one. So, and you can call there. I mean, I had even asked the gal. It was funny because when I called and I spoke to one of the gals, she knew who I was because she watched my YouTube channel. So we had a nice little chat. But when I bought it, it's up to $7.20. I think when I bought it, it was just shy of $7. All right. But now it's $7.29 for a 2-pack. So you would get a case of this. So you would actually get 6 of these boxes in your purchase. All right. You get 72 rolls. All right. So that's, again, the refill rolls. And I will put the direct link to this tape in my description, right to Ward & Kennedy. All right. So that's that. The other thing I get asked about a lot are the tools from Cricut. And these you can buy right on Amazon. They're going to look a little bit different. The paddle is a little bit different. It's more at an angle. But you're going to get your weaving tool. You're going to get a pair of scissors. You're going to get a whole little kit. And if you buy the kit, it's only $7.19. So all you have to do when you go on Amazon and just type in, and again, I'll leave you the link, Cricut Weaving Tool Kit. And then all of these little tools will come up. But I use those, as you know, I use those all the time. The other question I get is where I get my drywall grid tape here. And I use that in a lot of my collages, all right? Just go to Lowe's or Home Depot and go to the drywall tape section, and you can pick out whatever you like. The grid, they have some with holes. So just go to Lowe's and go in the, like I said, where all their drywall tape is, and you'll find that there. My glues, I'm constantly asked about my glues. This I just ruined the little tip the other day. So I think I'm going to order a new bottle with a new tip because I can't use the little silver tip. There's a little silver tip that comes with this, and it's constantly clogging on me. So I've taken it off, but it's called Art Glitter Glue. And you can buy these. I go to Etsy, and because I do like to support private shops on Etsy. And I get my refills on there. So you can get an 8-ounce bottle to refill in your 2-ounce bottle, all right? You can get this as a kit. Let me tell you how much the kit is. All right, so on Amazon, you can buy, you'll get the 8-ounce, the 2-ounce, and you'll get the tip, all right? And that's $23 right there. If you want just a refill, it's $16. If you're a member, it's free shipping, all right? If you go over on Etsy, the Art Glitter, the 8-ounce is $15.55, but you're going to pay shipping. There is one shop on here. Says they only have one left. You can buy one for $15.55, and it says free shipping. So you're just going to have to figure out, you know, what you would want for your needs. But the art glitter glue I like. However, I do have trouble with the tips. I have a lot of trouble with this tip. It's a fast drying glue, so when you do work with it, you have to work kind of fast. I call it liquid cement. The other glue that I like is the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. This one is the mini, and the mini is 2 fluid ounces, and this comes with a whole little kit, and it has different tips in it, and it's got your needle, which I lost my needle. I don't know where it went to. One day it was here, and then the next day it was gone. This is $14.99. These glues are, you know, they are up there in price, but again, if I find something that I like, I will pay for it. And these will last a long, long time, especially if you have 3 different glues that you use. These will last you a year or more, just depending on what you do, because you don't need a lot of it. Especially if you're using double-sided tape, a little bit of art glitter glue, you can spread it out, and a little bit goes a long way. So I love the precision, the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. The other one I really like is the Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive, and these two were sent to me as a gift, and I've had these. These came to me in maybe February of 2025. It was right after I had my foot surgery. I'm still using these. I mean, there's still a lot left in these bottles, and you can just tell by the shape. The way, you know, this is kind of milky and it's got glue on it. I do use these a lot. This is the Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive, and I highly recommend all of these. I'm just going to have to order these pretty soon, because this one, I just don't want to run out. I don't like running out. And the other thing that you need to know is when you do need glue, depending on where you live, like I live in the North Country, sometimes they will not send these in the winter, because they don't want them sitting in a mailbox when it's, 5 degrees outside or 10 below. So order your glues in the spring, summer, and fall. And then the last thing is I'm asked about a lot are the different photo papers that I use. These are my 2 top ones. I use the Canon matte photo paper. This is a little bit heavier. I print my ephemera out and some other things that I want a little bit more bulk to. And then I have this Printworks, and this is where I print out all of my digital prints that I buy on Etsy. I mean, I do the same here, but if and when I used to make a journal, I would print all my paper out on this paper here. It's matte photo paper, 8.5 by 11. It's the count is 80 sheets, the thickness 6.5 milliliter, and the weight is 140. And Sweet Pea Curiosities, I was having an awful hard time, because when I would print out her digitals, they just weren't coming out right. There was lines in them. And Sweet Pea Curiosity, she is the one that hooked me on this paper, and she said this works fantastic on all of her digital images. So I've been using this for well over a year now, and I just love it. It's a little more pricey. I think this is $15 for a box of it. And then, but I use it sparingly, only when I am very choosy, very fussy about what I use that for. The Canon, you can get this for like $5. And you get 50 sheets in here. So it's like sometimes $5.99. And again, sometimes I know if you go to Canon, which I have purchased directly from them, sometimes they will have a bulk sale. So it will be a little bit less. And then I just showed this in my last video when I work on my sheets where I print out my 6x9, or not 6x9, my wallet size photos. I get 9 pictures to a sheet on here. I use this paper here, the Epson Ultra Premium Photo Paper Luster. And you can, what's nice about this paper is you can print under different, you know, this is a semi-gloss. You can do a high gloss. You can print however you want on this paper here. So that's it. I just thought that this might be helpful for everyone because, like I said, I'm constantly being asked, especially lately with the stickers, because I've been using them in my tiny art books and my glues. So I thought I would do a video, especially on the things that I'm constantly getting back to people and telling them where I get it and why I like it. So that's it. Again, I just thought I would share these with you. It's always nice to do one of these videos every now and then, just as a refresher. And I want to thank everybody for joining me today. And I will see you in my next video. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.